So we've always wondered, no, Akshaya, what happens to all these women that we graduate from our MBA programs? It's a 2-year program, and slowly we've built up the numbers, and now we have such a big community of men and women. And the men we know are doing so well.
Right.
We also know so many women who are doing so well. We have so many alumna who are at the top of their field, and that makes us wonder, no, that led us to wonder what's happening on average. Like what is the woman,
Yes.
what are women doing?
Yeah, so that interesting question got us to the point asking some of our IMA graduates who are not part of the workforce, what are they up to right now, and do they plan to return to the workforce?
Yeah.
So these 3 focus group discussions which we had with them, I thought was very interesting.
Right.
Right. One of the points which emerged from those discussions with these IM graduate women was that many are really eager to come back to the workforce. What
Yes.
many? Almost all of them were very eager to come back to the
Indeed.
workforce from the break that they had taken for various reasons. But there were some obstacles, right? Some of the obstacles we identified. One of them being that the organizations are not supportive enough of 2 working parents.
Yes.
Right. And something else that stood out for you.
I think the first thing that stood out is the sheer number of women who have dropped out of the workforce.
Right.
So you think you are at a premier business school, and you think you've made it. You've
Right.
made it. Everybody who comes to IMA is like, you've made it. You should stick on with your career forever. But even after making it, there are so many pressures which push women out.
Right.
And you spoke about corporate pressures. There are pressures both at home and pressures at the workplace.
Right.
So, what it felt like was that they were definitely the standard workplace, societal factors.
Right.
Marriage.
Correct.
As has been seen in Indian data overall, marriage is what really pushes women out. And we saw that. Marriage, husband moving,
Correct.
having to co-locate with husband to a completely different country was causing a lot of women to drop out or
Right.
to take positions which were not commensurate with their skills.
Right.
Birth of a child.
Yeah.
And as women are getting older and older, when they have a child, there's more fertility interventions.
Right.
And so all of those things are pushing women out of the workforce. But then why do they stay out?
Right.
And also, as you were saying, there were corporate reasons.
Correct.
There's some things that corporates could think about, accommodating working parents.
Right. And not just a working mother, working parents. So making life flexible for both of them.
Correct.
And thus bringing back women to the workforce.
Correct.
Right.
Correct. But given the current social norm of women being the primary caregiver,
Yeah.
what we saw that women were penalized for being the primary caregiver.
Right.
Or at least women felt discriminated against.
Correct.
As they were nearing childbirth.
Right.
But we also felt that women wanted to come back. So in
Yes.
all our discussions, what we felt were, if they were still out, it was not a happy place for.
Absolutely not. All of them were more than eager to join the workforce and at a place where they had left off or higher.
Yes.
Right. They didn't want, they wanted challenges. They were
Yeah.
ready for the challenges.
Yeah.
So, but one thing which was interesting for me also was the fact that they felt, because of all these other factors, their confidence was a little shaken.
Yes. It was so hard to see that.
Yeah.
So some of the most intelligent women that we could find,
Yeah.
and yet they were doubting their own capabilities.
Exactly.
I remember one of the women who said that she doesn't know if she has any skills to offer to the workforce.
And this is an IMA graduate.
Yes.
You're
Yeah.
in the topmost in the country in
Yeah.
terms of education, skill,
Yeah.
talent, everything,
Yes,
I would
yes,
say.
yes.
And still you're doubting yourself. Having worked and proven yourself.
Yes.
And then taken a break. So
I'd just like to say that the reason that someone is doubting themselves is not internal.
No.
It's an external, the factors are external.
Right.
And at some points, we need to fix the outside so women can heal from the inside.
Absolutely.
And
And it's interesting, right? This came up even in the budget. So budget is talking about reskilling, one of the focus being reskilling women so that they continue in the workforce, perform even better or get back to the workforce if they fall off the workforce. So that brings us to why we are here today, right?
Right.
So we at IMA, Prita and I have put together a program called Reconnect to Return for women who have just joined the workforce or are planning to join the workforce in the near future. So, Prita, can you talk a little bit about this program, how we actually created this program and what
Right.
was our motivation before we talk about what goes into it?
Right. So we created this program with the intention of working with women who had dropped out of the workforce for whatever reason, but were looking to come back. And we thought that in our conversations, what we felt, talking both to women who had dropped out and to corporate leaders, what we felt that women were missing out was in some way a connect to the current business lingo, and also they had missed out on a lot of their business networks. So what we were hoping that this kind of program would do would be would allow them to reconnect to whatever was current in the business world, to hone their leaderships, to sort of reclaim their leadership skills, and to be able to communicate more effectively about the skills that they do have, and also to build, help them rebuild their networks, and perhaps also to credibly signal to the business world that you know, I'm ready, I really want to come back.
Exactly, exactly. So the signaling is very critical to say that you're serious about returning to work, because again, organizations have a doubt if this woman has got off the workforce once, will she continue? So this becomes a very good signal of credibility, of seriousness. Hey, I did this program, IMA program is not an easy one. I did this, I survived it, and I'm serious about returning to the workforce.
Yes.
So mainly, the HR leaders told us that most of these women, they're going to pick up what's going on in the business world very quickly.
Yes.
But it's the confidence. So we are going to look a lot at the communication aspects. Definitely we'll talk about the latest business challenges. And more importantly, you will meet peers.
Yes.
And that should do a lot to the confidence, this thing. The program is a 5-day program scheduled in mid-October. At any point of time, if you have any questions, you can write to either of us or to the Executive Education Office for more details.